It is one of the most common complaints that people have. Socially, it can be a nightmare for some people who aren't prepared to put the effort in. I'm talking about the inability to remember the names of people whose names you should be able to remember. And the worst possible scenario is when you are forced to introduce someone else to someone whose name you should know, and of course you don't know their name. So what happens? At the best, you're just slightly embarrassed. At the worst, it is devastating and can cost you promotion. I made that up. So before we tell you how to deal with situations like that with our resident etiquette expert, Ruben, our man with the mic, went out on the street to see how much of a problem this actually is.
I've got this trick where if you say you're getting their number or something, you say, how do you spell your name?
I just sort of introduce myself as, oh, how you going, mate? Nice to see you.
I just say him or her.
What I do is go through the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and try and remember the name that way. So I've got a terrible memory. I usually...
She's forgotten the question.
Try to avoid any sentences that have their name in it.
I just call them mate or think of a funny nickname for them.
And just skip the name.
I pull usually a friend of mine aside and say, do you know this guy's name?
So are you pretty good at remembering names?
I am Robert.
Yes, that was a stranger's attempt at a joke. Because his name, of course, is Ruben. Lady Daniela Damasi, our etiquette expert, is with me now. It's a huge...
community service announcement.
People have ideas in their own head how they do it,
yes,
don't they? I mean, and you see those memory experts who can walk into a room full of people and they superimpose ideas so they'll look at someone like you that they've never met before. What's her name? And then they will think, oh, I saw her with a lamp behind me. Lamp, stamp,
right.
Ramp.
Danielle.
Are there any tips like that that actually work?
There's a lot of tips out there that work. A really good one, actually, Roosevelt, the
lamp,
president...
Stamp, ramp.
Danielle, perfect. Roosevelt was terrible at remembering names, and so he took it on himself to learn a technique, and it was to put your name on your forehead. So I'd meet you and I'd be like, hi Paul, it's great to meet you, and then I'd see Paul on your forehead. And that worked for him, and he could walk through his office and he knew everyone's name in administration. You use their name correctly.
Danielle, that's fantastic. I called you Daniela during the... I know, I did that.
It's better than Diane.
I did that, yeah. Oh, was it Diane? Sorry. Diane, lamp, damp, ramp. Good.
Yeah, perfect.
It's all locked in, isn't it?
Excellent, from now on.
That's fantastic. And you've come dressed as a... I've gone too far. No, as soon as I saw you, I thought that's fantastic. It's like sort of a weenie bit housemaid-ish, isn't it? Which is fantastic.
The lamp, like the lamp. Lamp, dress, Danielle.
All right, let's go James Bond.
Yes.
Let's have a listen to your views very quickly.
Look, Sean Connery, he is the sexiest man on this planet and the best Bond ever. And who should have been chosen? Jason Statham of the Two Smoking Barrels acclaim. The current Bond just doesn't cut it. He lacks that certain charm, cheekiness, charisma, sexiness and mystery to play Bond, James Bond. And that's why Connery will always be the best.
I love that woman.
Yeah.
I didn't understand much of what she said, but I love her. And I'm really pleased that even although you were driving a backing truck, you still phoned us up on the Henry hotline.
I think her point, though, about Daniel Craig not being so cheeky, I don't think he is cheeky.
No. Should we just have...
Yeah,
can we just have a quick look at Ron? Because, I mean, honestly, he tries so hard.
What?
The Roosevelt technique, it's caught on, has it, Ronnie?
Oh, well, being the new guy on the show, I don't want him to forget my name all the time.
I've got to tell you, Ron, that is really helpful. That actually is really helpful. Introducing, you should have written, introducing Ron.
Well, I wanted to put a little sign on your forehead and it ends in head.
Let's listen to one more of your views.
Here it is.